Do you go in the water or the ocean a lot? Or you? Because some people hate the ocean.
No, I like the ocean.
I do. I like the ocean very much.
Yeah, that's great. You must. Do you float a lot in the ocean?
Sure. What do you sink? Might be that cast iron heart.
Are you? Yeah.
Go on.
You want to do something else with the phone?
I do. Okay, I came up with a craft that you can do with the phone.
Okay.
Anyone can do it. Oh. And let's see, it would take either one of you can do it. Turn to your head to the side.
Okay.
Like this.
Like this?
And then just let your mouth be loose and natural, and maybe put your lips together, and put your tongue out just a tiny bit. Mm-hmm. Well, a little more tongue. Okay. Okay. Wow.
I wish you still had the beard.
You know, I think what should precede watching porn is you should probably be working on something else. You know, maybe you're at home alone, perhaps writing that novel or that screenplay. And you're just sitting there and you have that moment where you're like, oh God, what am I thinking? This isn't gonna work out. Yeah, I'm an idiot. You porn, and that's when you do it. You know,
so, as a quick little,
what I'm saying
aperitif.
is that the only time you should watch porn is when you're falling down the pit of self. And the only thing you can do to stop your fall is grab hold of your own penis. That's when you watch porn. You want to write that down?
It's in here. That is written in the deepest crevices of my brain right now.
Another good time is when everyone goes to the grocery store.
Next category, the talk. The question is, Dad, what's butt stuff? Google it. Google it. No, I'm sorry, that's not right. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, the correct answer is go ask your mother. She would know about the butt stuff.
Mom doesn't know, trust me.
I've tried to show her.
Let's explore that. Andy, could you elaborate on that?
I've sent her emails. Given her my password. No go-ski. Exit only, she says.
And you know, Bangkok is known for these venues where females are able to do things with their nether regions that you wouldn't think they would normally do.
I love that you said nether region. That was so...
Well, I was trying to figure out a way to paint the picture.
Perfect. That was fine. Yeah, you don't have to...
Poetic, actually.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. So this one gal was able to eject ping pong balls at high velocities with amazing accuracy. So I was like,
you can't just move on from that. The story just can't flow from there. I've just got to sit with that for a second.
Okay, sure,
all right,
sure,
so they can do that. That's an ability they have.
That's something they can do.
Okay.
Genetic, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
If there's a school they go to, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Didn't ask any questions.
Right.
So
wait till Major League Baseball finds out. Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's not appropriate at all, and I apologize to everyone who's watching or getting a transcript through the courts. So anyway,
I was just wondering, how do you find out you can do that?
That's a great question.
Like,
You're sitting at home.
It can't be an accident, you know.
Hey,
but
Sally.
anyway.
Hey, Sally.
Yeah.
What can you do with this?
it could be an accident. I don't know.
Somebody's got to kill that fly.
Yeah.
Bang! Wait a minute.
we gift wrapped cinder blocks during the holidays and just left them out on the street for people.
What? What does that do?
It's just fun to watch people pick up a cinder block thinking it's a gift, and then sometimes there's always some asshole who's like sees it and wants to run it over because there's just that kind of people in Modesto. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then if that guy chooses to be, I mean, some guy in some lowered Camaro would just like boom tag it, and they would just totally up his transmission. and then you run.
Right.
And then
you
run.
were, because that guy's the asshole.
Exactly. Exactly.
What a dick that guy is.
Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it to your
No.
children? No, you have a boy and a girl. That's right. And you didn't do it? Yours is
No.
uncircumcised?
My son is uncircumcised.
Really?
I mean, everybody at school, my son's uncircumcised.
So interesting.
I mean, it's really more his information to give out, but I guess I screwed up. Sorry, hon.
So you must have researched it, and it's because of the natural way?
Yes,
Or
yes.
You want him to look like Daddy?
No, I actually.
I don't mean to pry.
I mean, quite seriously. I am circumcised.
I'm so glad this is going this way.
Yes. No, I'm circumcised, but I don't. I mean.
I imagine so.
Yeah, but yes, yes. Well, I mean, I'm so obviously a Jew that. No. I mean, I'm circumcised because I was born at the time when it was just there was no question about it.
Standard in this culture.
Yeah. But with my son, I mean, as I told the doctor, I said he was born perfect. Why change him?
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Thank you.
That's a very nice thing.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That reminds me of when
So what I'm saying is, you've mutilated your child.
Well, I know the argument. I think it's probably you're probably right.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
There's
I've had
no
an
wrong
okay
answer.
time with my cut one. It's been fine. I mean, it's not like it robbed me of anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, Jeff Goldblum.
Screw the commercials. We need to talk more about my dick.
Absolutely. Well, that was actually question 7.
On the card.
Chat about Andy's dick.
Yep.
Right there.
That's
This
It
thing
happened.
is thought out much more than you would ever know. I feel like the lamest superhero right now. With control of his lemur.
Lemur away!
Yeah. Lemur, flee!
What you're doing right now is actually just simulating where these guys live. They're arboreal. That means they live in the trees. These are a primate, so they're kind of related to monkeys. They live only on the island of Madagascar, and they're super endangered. All right, his little jelly treat here kind of flopped out there. So let's see what he does.
Oh,
if
he's
he comes
safe now.
down
Do
to
you
it.
want me to lower myself?
Yeah, go ahead and lower your arm and see what he does.
Okay.
Every show you lower yourself.
All right, come on. Let's see if we can get him over here. Andy, I think you want him.
Come here, buddy.
Let's see.
Man, I walked right into that one. You have said, and you believe this passionately, and you talk about it, that you think white people need to get in touch with God.
You do. You all do. You got to give God praise, man. You got to give him praise, no matter what it is. You got to give God some love,
How do you do that in your everyday life?
Every day, yeah.
Really?
Like little stuff. You just got to acknowledge what God do. Like if you order a chicken sandwich and you tell them no cheese, but they end up putting cheese on there anyway, that's God telling you you need to eat that cheese.
Wow.
So you got to acknowledge that. You got to say, won't he do it? And then to yourself, you got to say, yes, he will.
Really?
Yeah.
Won't he do it? Yes, he will?
Yep, I'll say it for you. Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
There it is. See, look at that. Andy, if you go to a bar and you drink for 16 hours, right?
Right.
Like we usually do, right?
Okay.
And the bill is like $700.
Right.
But they leave off a couple zeros and your tab is not $7.
Right.
That's God telling you that, hey, I got some free drinks for you, right? And you got to say to yourself, won't he do it? And then you go,
Yes, he will.
yes, he will. See that?
He did it wrong, though. You don't go, yes, he will. My guess is it's yes, he will.
Yes, he will. That's how you got to do it,
I've
Andy.
been drinking for 60 hours. What do you want from me? They threw me out of church. I puked into the basket.
Okay. You know, it's funny. You've done fighting in a cage, and you've said this is a quote of yours. You likened cage fighting to sex.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I want to know why that's true in great detail.
Well, if you think
First of all, there's a cage.
Yeah. Andy, we're not talking about your kinky perversions.
Every date I've been on since my last appearance, the opening line from the guy is, "So I watched your clips on Conan." And then it hangs in the air, and what I want to respond is like, oh, the one where I talk about almost dating a homeless man, or the one where I talk about getting taken from behind in a Denny's bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, which is worse?
I think
don't
they
know.
mean the second one, yeah.
I think they do.
It's the second
that
one.
was more extreme.
I remember
Yeah.
those appearances very well, and you talk about anything, you're extremely honest, but I would think that, if that's out there in a very public way, which it is, that might make it a little strange for you.
It's been rough. It's been hard. I'm not gonna lie. But since that last time, I've only been on 3 dates. I just realized 2 of them I dated, and then the one was a one-off. But the last one was Brian. So there you go.
Now, had Brian watched the clips?
Well, this is what's interesting. He had the same thing. He's like, I saw your clips on Conan, and I'm like stealing myself. And then he's like, but I realized that that's a story she probably wants to tell me, and I'm hearing it out of context, so I stopped watching it because I thought I'd like to hear it from you specifically. And I was like, what a gentleman! Right?
Yeah.
That's probably the only reason he's still dating me.
Yeah.
He hasn't finished the Denny's one yet, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say, but you were at a Denny's, and it was his suggestion.
This is an honest goodness fan letter. It came to me. It says, "Dear Bryan Cranston, let me preface this letter by saying I have a master's degree in psychology and I have never been diagnosed with any psychotic disorder." You know when a letter starts out with, "I have never been diagnosed with any psychotic disorder."
Diagnosed.
No one's caught me yet. So, I am writing to you because I have been holed up in my apartment for 2 days and nights watching all seasons of your show. I am in love with it all. After I was done with all the episodes, I watched some interviews. And what this has all amounted to is that right now, I am fantasizing about having sex with Aaron Paul. Yes. And for you to be there watching. Swear to God.
It's a true, yeah.
What are you doing in this scenario?
It says, I am not sure what your role would be. But I think I want you there.
Nice. He's giving you some leeway.
Yeah. It's up to you. You'll figure it out.
Did you say he's giving me some leeway?
Yeah. Is it a he or a she?
It was a she.
Oh, I thought it was a he the whole time.
Oh, it's a she. It is a she.
You picture the letter however you want. I'll picture it how I want.
I found a picture of you from your college days. And and this is, most of us are embarrassed. I don't think you should be embarrassed. Look at that. You're a very, very good looking fellow in that photo.
You kind of look like a lesbian.
Yeah.
Wow. Really? Really?
Oh, whew.
Take it easy. Don't pull a muscle. It's first day back, Conan.
I'm just gonna let that laugh wash over me.
Yeah.
Refreshing.
There's this video of these people who have not only not had sex, but apparently have not kissed
They've never kissed.
anyone or anything before. And so their first kiss was I now pronounce you man and wife.
And it was captured on video, yeah.
Somebody not only recorded this, but they showed it to people. And it's disgusting. It's really horrible.
Well, this is two people kissing for the first time ever, and it's clear that they don't quite know what they're. Let's take a look.
What, you have like a...
Oh yeah, it's time. I gotta get ready and I gotta do this.
So now, have they never seen a movie or a TV show or a photograph of people kissing? I feel like they're shape-shifting aliens who like did a half-assed research job where they're like, I think we got the basics covered. And then they got to the marriage and like, let's just fake it. How tricky could it be?
I think he found gum on her lips.
Yeah. It looked like they were passing back and forth a live mouse. It was very. But imagine the sex.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, Andy.
Talk about passing back and forth a live mouse.
Hey.
That's a euphemism now.
Oh, you know that sex is all elbows and ankles.
All right.
Been a lot of apologizing.